Thank you for joining the Experimental Artist. My name is Julie, and this is my introduction video on why it is I decided to start this series, to give you a little understanding of who I am, where I'm from, and where I'm going with this whole thing. So first of all, as I mentioned, my name is Julie. I am Canadian, born and raised, been in Canada my whole entire life, currently residing in the beautiful capital of Ottawa. I have had a love and affinity for art from a very early age. My father was an excellent artist and dabbled in a lot of different artistic mediums, and I was always inspired by his creativity. As a child, I would often mimic this and paint and try to draw with whatever I could get my hands on, and I absolutely loved it. Now, as I got older, I did really well in school in art, and I was offered an opportunity to take a scholarship at a local college for art, which I had turned down to pursue other avenues. I've often regretted that decision. In my 20s, I opened a arts and crafts supply shop where I was able to teach my love of art with students and people from all over the area. That was a very rewarding opportunity at the time. But eventually I got out of being an entrepreneur, started working in the corporate world where I had a steady paycheck, and I no longer was able to dedicate the time that I had to creating and making art quite as often. And there was a gap that was there for quite some time. It was very difficult. But as COVID hit in early 2020, I would go on to paint a fence in my backyard with a bunch of animated characters for my son and with my son. And my love of art started just pouring through my veins again. Quickly, I began to make murals throughout the house, which I had dabbled in years earlier. I did some really unique murals in my house, making my walls my canvas. And then I would soon turn a small storage area in my house into a studio. And I have amassed a lot of supplies over the years, and it has become somewhat of an addiction in addition to a hobby. I absolutely love it, and it's something that I feel I have so many things that I want to try and share and do. And so for me, having an opportunity to do this series and try things that I maybe haven't tried before, you know, those items that you buy and you can't think of, like, what was it I got this for again? How do you use this? Good example today, I had some liquid frisket, which is a white mask that you use when you're watercoloring or doing different paintings to basically block out areas you don't want paint to get into. It for those of you that don't know, it dries and then you just rub it off after, and it leaves the part that you were painting untouched. That part, it just masks it out like masking tape. So I was shaking it today. It says do not shake. So anyways, I'm still learning. I know a lot of products and how to use them. I'm sure I'm going to make a lot of mistakes, especially for you seasoned artists. If you stick around and watch my videos, you're going to be like biting your tongue saying, oh my gosh, what is she doing with this or that? But like I said, it's the experimental artist. I don't pretend to be an expert. I may create things that turn out exceptionally well. I may create things that turn out as an epic disaster. Although, you know, art is in the eye of the beholder. There are a lot of different types of artwork that are out there that people think are beautiful and other people don't particularly care for. In my early 20s, I went to Europe and I visited a lot of galleries and museums and appreciated all the architecture throughout Florence, Italy, and Paris and Germany and all these beautiful places that I had gone to, and very famous museums, and appreciated all the different artwork over the centuries. Now, my struggle is really finding out what my niche is. I love botanicals and I love landscapes. I like trying new things. I just tried a bird this week, painting a bird, and it's still a work in progress, which we may see in a future video. I also love abstract art because I like its unique designs and colors and just its just uniqueness of how the lines come together or don't come together. I love art as a whole, and I want to grow as a professional, and I feel this is a great way to do it. So rather than spending all these hours by myself in the studio painting, I decided to make a series where I would try new things and take you on this exciting journey. Hopefully you'll learn a few things, and I hope that together we can grow as artists and, like I said in my intro video, make this world a beautiful place. Thanks for joining me. And if you like this video, as you know the drill, put a thumbs up and please comment. I'd love your feedback. Thank you. And tell your friends about it.